Hi, it's December 21st, the solstice, which is rebirth and return of the light, which, wow, I mean, it's just beautiful light here today, and I'm feeling it. I actually had incredible dreams last night that there was like some kind of panel or like some tribunal of people, and they were trying to kill me, execute me. It was like electric shock or then poison, and they couldn't kill me. And I kept like having consciousness. I kept being able to move and talk and speak. And at one point I was even like booming out in this loud voice that I was a witch and that they better watch out because I was unkillable. But anyway, that was a super cool dream, and it's about reclaiming our power. It's about we do reincarnate through past lives. Our soul lives on, and also the solstice is the return of the sun. So that's that. The other thing which I wanted to talk about is how some people here, particularly men, but also some women, they don't understand what matriarchies are. And I have this crazy guy, Dylan Yarber, who is like, he has nothing better to do than like make all these weird comments on my videos, even at like midnight last night. Like he legit, has no life except harassing me apparently. And he was like, he says, well, the same old tired tropes. That matriarchy is just as bad as patriarchy, and that if I, believe in matriarchy, I am just as bad as the oppressors. No. Speaking out against violence does not make you violent. And patriarchies and matriarchies do not work the same. And we've been so conditioned and brainwashed under the inverted against nature laws of patriarchy that people nowadays think it's normal. It is not normal to have war and violence and male domination being the global, talking point. Power is achieved under patriarchy through domination and violence. And this guy, Dylan Yarb, is like, Linda, you keep, reducing everything to that. Because it is that. And he said he was going to research matriarchies. I'm sure he will do a very bad job because these sorts of people, they don't even think that matriarchies exist. And what I want to say is everybody put on your logic, put on your thinking cap if you can, and get out of your patriarchal defensive male, mindset. Put on your thinking cap. What is the one fact? People always want to talk about facts and statistics. What is the one fact, the one statistic about humans, about early humans, even when humans came from the apes? So it's also the same fact about the apes. And it transitioned through to early humans and all humanity ever. The one fact we know is that 100% of children are created by women and born to women. That's the one fact we know. No man ever had a baby. So, and, I think the numbers are early humans, have been around 300,000 years. And of course, this is prehistory. This is pre-writing. But you can see cave paintings, and there's women warriors. You can see goddess statues, the Venus of Willendorf, goddess cultures, goddess religions, goddess temples. So there's artifacts that say we were goddess worship. And the 100% indisputable fact that women have 100% of the children. And that patrimony is hard to establish. So what is the chance? Use logic here. Logic, not defensive male brain. Use logic. What is the chance that in these, probably the last 5,000 years have been patriarchal? And of course, 2,000 years when the Bible came in, that was like, the Bible is the patriarchal handbook, because God, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, everything's male. And there's even ridiculous passages in the Bible which they would read on Christmas Eve, which is about Mary giving birth, like a woman giving birth, it would be, and Ezekiel begat, Isaiah, and Isaiah begat Jonah, and Jonah begat. It's like legit, some person is up there droning on about men begatting babies. No man ever had a baby. And that passage should be the lineage of the women that gave birth. Because then Mary gave birth to Jesus. So they even, like, they don't give women any credit, even for women having all the babies. But that's beside the point. So I think, and, people could argue with me, of course, that certainly the Bible is the patriarchal blueprint. And, other of the, Abrahamic religions, yes, as well. God is always a male. But before that, like I'm talking like before 5,000 years ago, there was more goddess culture. And if humans are 300,000 years old, what was happening in those 295,000 years when women had 100% of the babies for 295,000 years? Use your thinking cap. What is the chance that we were patriarchal? 0. Because that's the only fact you know about humans. Women have 100% of the children. So matriarchy is natural. There's no fight. Patriarchy, you must control the woman's vagina to establish paternity. So the woman must be controlled. Matriarchy, there's no control. The woman has the baby. She creates the baby. She has the baby. Other women help her raise the child. The community supports the women and the children who are doing all the work. And the men support the women and children doing the work. So the thing is that people are so alarmed at thinking of men, helping women. It's like, oh no, women are dominating then. Women are dominating, like this idiot Dylan Yarber says, that then, women are just as bad as men. No, they're not. Women are having the babies and raising the babies and raising them in cooperation, and matriarchies operate. And you can look this up. You can Google how matriarchies operate. Matriarchies operate through cooperation, not through force and raping women and controlling women and taking over countries, raping those women, taking over countries, taking over other towns, globalism, genocide, slavery. That's all patriarchal. Under a matriarchy, there's no fight against nature because the woman has the baby. And everybody helps raise the children, and they help the women who know what's going on because they do 100% of having the babies. And people can also look at our current matriarchies. And people are like, oh, where's your statistics? It's not my job to give people statistics. Google. Just Google current matriarchal societies. Just Google that. Like, can't people use Google? Like, what's wrong with you? So just Google current matriarchal societies and you will see 6 current ones come up, and they've been in existence for hundreds of years. So patriarchy is the aberration. Matriarchy is where we're going because it is nature's way, because women have 100% of the children. So it's so basic, and all you have to do is not have a defensive patriarchal mindset that thinks anything that women are, equal or in power is, the end of the world. That's what you're saying. Women aren't as bad as men. Most of the violence in the world is done by men and always has been. And, if you need a statistic on that, you just whack. So, happy solstice, goddess rising, matriarchy is the way we are going globally because it's nature's natural order of things. So, peace and love. Peace and love. The matriarchal way.